Mine's progressing so far this year.
Well, it's been some ups and downs. I think if you look at it, Chris Jones has played better than he has played. He's still not where we'd like him to be, and he's not where he wants to be, but he's moving in the right direction. Nick James is better than he was last year and had some flashes, but still a work in progress. And then some of those younger guys, Nelson Adams is really starting to come on, which I'm proud of him for doing that. He's played a lot of snaps around here. He's been sharp, knowing what to do, and then Torrey Dale has been able to play some inside. And then we got the two young guys, Braxton Hoyett and Corey Thomas, and they just got to get used to the speed of the game and playing at this level. But those guys are contributing, rolling in there, and we're still a work in progress, just trying to get a little bit better each week.
When you say that you want Chris to get to a certain level, what are some things he needs to improve on? What are you not seeing from
Well,
him?
it's just consistency. That's all. Just consistency. And it's tough. This is a league where up front, everybody's got really good players, and he's got to be a guy that's consistent, that's putting out, making plays at a consistent level, and that's all we're working on. He's still learning the position and all of that, and the guy's been here 3 years and played as a true freshman, so he's still. It's all still relatively new, but he's progressing, and that's what we just got to get him to do is just be consistent every day.
When the decision was made to move Torrey inside, what was the reason for that, and how did you kind of approach it, him talking about that?
Well, the reasoning was that I thought it would be a better place for him to contribute to the team, and he brought some things. He got his weight up. He plays stronger in there. And I thought it was, in honesty, for him, it'd be the best place, the quickest place where he'd have a chance to contribute to our defense and help us. And he's been a good surprise. He has, and he's still kind of feeling his way around, and we can tell that. But every day he's getting a little bit more comfortable and getting a little better.
When you look at the numbers, at least tackles, sacks, and tackles for loss, AJ's right where Preston was at this point in the season. How do you compare their games, I guess, away from the numbers? What do you see A.J. Jefferson compared to Preston Smith's season last year?
Well, I don't know how much they compare both physically. I guess the numbers, if you say so, the numbers are about the same now at this point. They're really two completely different players. Preston's a little more finesse guy, and AJ's a little more nuts and bolts kind of guy. But AJ, it doesn't surprise me. AJ works. AJ enjoys football. He likes playing physical. He's sharp football. Football makes sense to him. He understands the game, and his numbers really don't surprise me. I expected him to put up good numbers, and hopefully we can continue, and he can continue to make some big plays for us.
When did he start to click? I know Dan said maybe it was kind of last year's maturity clicked in. When did you see him kind of click for him so he could have these numbers this year?
Well, I don't know if I can pinpoint it. I think maybe halfway during the season last year. I mean, he's always been a physical player. He's always enjoyed the contact aspect of it, and I think he plays smart, and I think that comes with understanding football, understanding offense. He's aware. I think he studies the game, and all those contribute to him helping him make plays.
Offensive coaches look at time of possession. The way the game is played now is just kind of irrelevant stat, but the defensive coaches, especially on the line, is the time of possession imbalance in the last several games forcing you to play more guys?
Probably. I mean, everybody wants to run fast-paced offense and sometimes it's a little bit more of illusion than reality. But the bottom line is we got to get ourselves off the field, and that's the bottom line. We've struggled a little bit on third down, and we hadn't been as good on some possessions down as we should have been. And our job is to get ourselves off the field without points, and that's what we got to continue to try to do.
How do you think Coleman and Calvin have kind of done, moving from junior college and performing so far this year?
Well, it's been a transition. Will's been here for a year, and Coach Jack Johnson's just gotten in, and it's been a transition, no question about it. But each week I see those guys getting a little bit more comfortable in the defense and understanding and playing a little bit faster. And I think, knowing what to do, knowing how to do it allows you to play fast, and I see them taking steps in that direction.
Kind of a different question, but AJ's kind of a bigger personality. What's it like coaching a player with kind of a big personality like him?
Well, he enjoys football. There's no question about that. And that he's kind of a blue-collar guy, a lunch pail guy, and that's what he has to be, and that's what got him here. And, he's fun. He enjoys football. I enjoy coaching him. And what I'm trying to do is get him to be a little bit more of a leader, out front guy. But it's been fun coaching him, and I'm looking forward to coaching him and seeing if we can't get better and get our defense going.
What can he improve upon?
Well, I mean, you're never perfect. I mean, he's got everything to improve on. Run game, he's got to do better at that. He's got to be better consistency in terms of giving effort and strain. He's got to provide some pass rush for us in those situations. So, I mean, he's got to do it all, and that's what he has to do. And like I said earlier, the big thing is just being consistent with it.